The night was quiet, peaceful. Families across Melbourne settled in for dinner, unaware of the shadow lurking just outside their windows. This was the domain of Daryl Kennedy, Australia's most notorious cat burglar. He moved with an almost supernatural grace, a phantom in the night. His legend was whispered in hushed tones, a mix of fear and grudging admiration. He was the bogeyman of the suburbs, a constant reminder that even behind locked doors, vulnerability lurked. Kennedy was a master of his craft. He operated with precision, targeting the wealthy and leaving behind little more than a whisper of his presence. He was a ghost, a figment of imagination that haunted the dreams of Melbourne's elite. His name, spoken in hushed tones, became synonymous with a fear that gnawed at the city's sense of security. The 1980s and 90s were a time of change in Australia. The economy boomed. A new generation of wealth emerged, flaunting its prosperity. Mansions rose from the ground filled with the spoils of success, jewelry, art, and cash. This new era of affluence was not lost on Daryl Kennedy. It was a feast laid out before him. He saw opportunity in every shadow, every unlocked window. The police were baffled. Each morning brought news of another audacious burglary. The whispers turned to shouts. Fear gripped the city. Who was this phantom who could bypass the most sophisticated security systems? The media had a field day. Kennedy became a sensation. His exploits splashed across newspapers. He was a master thief in an era that romanticized rebellion. Kennedy's modus operandi was simple, yet effective. He studied his targets. He knew their routines, their vulnerabilities. He would often strike while families were downstairs, enjoying dinner. They would be none the wiser, their world undisturbed, until they ventured upstairs to find drawers emptied and valuables gone. His calling card? An eerie silence where precious possessions once resided. One of his most daring heists took place in the heart of Toorak, Melbourne's wealthiest suburb. He targeted a prominent businessman, making off with a king's ransom in jewels and cash. The audacity of the crime shook the city. How could someone be so bold? The police were left chasing shadows, their frustration mounting with each passing day. Daryl Kennedy was known as the cat who couldn't be caught. He had a knack for slipping through the fingers of law enforcement, leaving them scratching their heads in frustration. His escapades were legendary, marked by daring heists and narrow escapes. Each time they thought they had him cornered, he would vanish like smoke, leaving only a trail of bewildered officers in his wake. His ability to evade capture became the stuff of legends, earning him a reputation that was both feared and admired. The line between fact and fiction often blurred when it came to Daryl Kennedy. Stories of his exploits were told and retold, each one more fantastical than the last. Some said he had an uncanny ability to anticipate the moves of his pursuers, while others believed he had inside information from a mysterious source. Whether these tales were true or mere embellishments, they added to the mystique that surrounded him. What was undeniable, though, was his skill and audacity, which kept everyone guessing and left an indelible mark on the annals of crime. Daryl Kennedy's legacy is one of intrigue and enigma. Even after his disappearance, his name continues to evoke a sense of awe and curiosity. Scholars and enthusiasts alike delve into his life, trying to separate the man from the myth. His story serves as a reminder of the thin line between law and lawlessness, and the allure of a life lived on the edge. As we look back on his exploits, we are left to wonder, was he a criminal mastermind, or simply a man who thrived on the thrill of the chase? Perhaps we will never know for sure, but his legend endures, captivating the imagination of all who hear it.